Welcome, Aquarius. I have already shuffled this deck for you. I have not done a pre-shuffle. In other words, I haven't asked what we're going to see. So I'm not sure if it's a love reading or if it's a message from Spirit. We are going to do a Celtic cross. I'm going to get the positions one at a time. What is the central issue, please, in this reading? What is the central issue for Aquarius, please? What is the central issue? Okay, there it is right there. Oh, good Lord. Same card that came out on the other reading. All right, so it's the Six of Pentacles, Moon in Taurus. So there is somebody, some character who is wanting to appear as being the good person, the generous donator. But the problem is what somebody is doing here is they are wanting to appear as if they are being generous or giving. But they're doing it for a specific reason. The pentacle that is above this person's head means that this is not unconditional giving. They are doing something nice for somebody, but they have an interest. There's something that they want back. It's like they have an investment. They have deliberately chosen to give to somebody so that they can get something back. The problem is they're giving to the wrong person. There's something that's very unfair here. They've judged somebody. This beggar has been judged as being less worthy for some reason than this person. And it's based on one thing. It's based on what this person can get out of the situation. You know, in this card, there's some kind of financial benefit that they have coming back to them, but it doesn't have to be financial. The bottom line is somebody they're being disingenuous. They're doing something for the purpose of getting something back, and they want to look like they're the good person. So that's the issue. So this is Moon in Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus, an earth sign. There could be somebody wealthy in this situation. Believe it or not, even though this is the middle decan of Taurus, which is somewhere around May 1st to May 9th or 10th, the season that Moon in Taurus is associated with is autumn, which is where we are now. This person, even when they give money, they see it as a business transaction. It's a person in the guise of charity. So they're trying to look like they're being charitable. And what they're getting out of this situation could simply be interaction with you. They may like to upset you or to make you feel guilty. That return could be anything, but it's something selfish on their part. By the way, in the original deck, that surface is very clearly gray, so it is a stage card, which means that somebody is putting on an act. It's not, they are not who they really, appear to be. All right, so let's go on to what's crossing you. All right. So what is crossing Aquarius in this situation? So this is sometimes called the challenge. What is crossing? What is the energy that's challenging or crossing Aquarius in this situation, please? Sorry that it takes some time for these cards to come out with this method, but what is the challenge or what's crossing Aquarius? It's almost here. Okay, there's two. Okay. All right. So there's something in the past, something that was unexpected in the past. It may have been a meeting in the past, or somebody who unexpectedly wants to. There could be somebody coming back in your life, or that you're. This is sort of a reunion from the past. It could be someone who was giving in the past. Could be a sibling or a child, but it's associated with the Tower. So what's crossing you could be an unexpected gift, or an unexpected reunion with somebody, or someone who unexpectedly comes back into your life. Or what it could be is that something that happened in the past may be disruptive. A gift what's crossing you could be a gift, which is actually a tower, and that could be related to this. By the way, these are 2 cards of Scorpio. This is Sun in Scorpio, and this is the Tower, which is a card of Scorpio. It's also a card of Aries, by the way. What I'm seeing, so this could relate to a sibling or a child, or something. There could have been some sort of damage that could be mental or physical, or something that happened to you as a child that caused a tower. Something disruptive may have happened when you were a child. Something may have shocked you or surprised you. For example, if there was an accident when you were a child, or I'll give you an example of what this could be. Let's say that, there was some creep, who was driving along the road, some, PEDO, if you know what I mean, who rolled down their window and tried to get you to get in the car. It could have been something, some terror or drama, or if for some reason something unexpected happened to your family, somebody unexpectedly came into your life or walked away from you as a child, it looks like it may also be related to somebody that you trusted, somebody that you thought was kind, when actually it caused some kind of a tower. Right, so I'm getting the energy here of what's crossing you is the other thing that this could be as well is that you may have put your trust in somebody in the past. And because it may have turned out, it may have been associated, or may have something horrible may have happened at the same time. So you may have developed sort of an aversion to something, some kind of damage or bad memory here is a result of somebody who I feel was being disingenuous. Okay, let's just keep going. This could also be a sudden return of somebody, okay? So this could be in the future as well. Let's just keep going. This is interesting. So let's see what's reigning the reading. What is the energy that's reigning the reading? So this is sometimes what can be the best that can be obtained. Look at this. The best regarding the best that can be obtained, you may have to get rid of somebody. What's reigning the reading is the 5 of Pentacles. This can be someone ill, somebody losing a job, somebody being left out in the cold. But don't stress about this though, because let me explain how this can be a good card. For one thing, it's Mercury in Taurus, and that has to do with finding hope. So, in the face of logic and reason, you're actually finding hope when it appears that there is none. I'm just going to get a card to clarify this, because I'm going to get it from a different deck. Because it may be, as the best that can be obtained, what this could be is a message that you need to get rid of somebody, or that it was a good thing, that in some way this loss or damage, or the message could be that the most that can be obtained, from associating with this disingenuous person is nothing. So the message could be, and we'll just see what this is. 3 of Pentacles. So this is Mars in Capricorn, where things do work out well. There is some kind of a review of a plan there. Just a moment now. Clarify. Yeah, and there's some kind of there's good news, or something that's inspiring you, a new direction. There's good news. So I think what I'm picking up here is that some kind of loss is actually a good thing. There may actually be good news coming in relation to a job loss, or in relation to some kind of loss. So in the past, something good may have happened in the past, or there could have been, and then it may have been followed by an unexpected loss. Something may have come crumbling down. But I asked to clarify the 5 of Pentacles, and I got 2 very good cards. It's almost like someone could be, it's related to work, I believe, because we have the 3 of Pentacles. Somebody could be reviewing a business plan, or you could be getting, a loan could be being approved here. There's something being approved relating to work and building. And then there's very good news coming in. Let's just keep going. What is the, I'm going to go back to the regular deck. What is the subconscious? So there's Taurus, Capricorn, and Sagittarius energy there as well. We have Aries, Scorpio also on the board. What are the subconscious influences here with this situation? I may go back and clarify some other positions if we need it later. What are the subconscious? What is the subconscious influence? Okay, there is a card that's coming out loosey and goosey, so I'm going to take it. Oh, boy. Whoa. Some kind of heartbreak, or something that was heartbreaking. So, again, it could also be a sense of betrayal. There's a deep sense of betrayal here. On a subconscious level, there's the idea of heartbreak, betrayal. Something was heartbreaking. We're going to clarify this. What is the 3 of Swords? It's Saturn and Libra. I think I'm going to use the other deck to clarify this. What is the 3 of Swords on a subconscious level? Okay, so we've got the Sun here. What may be happening is that it may have been very difficult for you to realize or to recognize that someone has betrayed you. And it could be because it was someone that you were very kind to or close to. You may be having a realization that it is important for you to restrict your heart from investing in this person I do feel that it's a heartbreaking realization. It is also associated, though, with healing. So it may be that you realizing, having the lights turned on about someone that you were kind to, or someone that should have been kind to you, or someone that you've known since childhood. So we now also have Leo and Libra energy on the board. What's in the recent past, please? What is in the recent past in relation to this reading? Yeah, something that you couldn't see or didn't know. This could be denial as well, or maybe somebody was refusing to give you a truth. This may also be you developing an interior vision, sharpening your intuition. You know, at times, the Three of Swords, it can represent that a truth is about to come out regarding some information or a secret that was being kept from you, which is interesting because in the Two of Swords, and notice how it's right next to this reveal, in the Two of Swords, we could have someone who was, for whatever reason, was unable to see a truth. There may have been somebody who was refusing to give you a truth, or somebody who was pretending not to know something, someone who's saying to you, I don't know, I had nothing to do with it, somebody who was denying something, or somebody who was avoiding giving you a truth. Some kind of conflict. There may have been something that you were just simply unable to see. There may have been you could have been guarding your heart. But I think we're asking about the recent past. This could also be you developing or beginning to trust your intuition over what you're hearing and seeing. And you've developed a very sharp intuition here, because that woman has deliberately, it's very early in the morning there, and what she's doing is she has deliberately chosen that time of day because it's low tide, and it allows her, through her intuition, to see where these rocky, dangerous areas are without even looking. I.e., she doesn't need to see them because intuitively she knows where the danger zones are. So it may be that you have developed an ability to trust your intuition. You were aware that something was unbalanced and unfair. Some kind of loss may have occurred in the past, and you may know that it's because of something that was grossly unfair, and in fact could be very, it might even be illegal, because there's something disingenuous happening in that Six of Pentacles. There's some idea of betrayal. Something is wrong there. There's loss here. It may relate to work, or some kind of a test result, or hang on guys, sorry about this. Let's clarify that card in the recent past. So the Two of Swords is Moon in Libra. So we've got two cards of Libra on the board now. Can we clarify the Two of Swords for the recent past? Why is the Two of Swords? Okay, in the recent past, we've got the Chariot. Somebody may... It's a card of Cancer. Somebody may have been trying to come toward you, or you may have not wanted somebody to come toward you. Maybe somebody was trying to come and visit you or travel toward you, or someone was trying to overpower you. And I believe that you may be guarding, you may have blocked somebody, And you may have needed to do that. What I'm getting in this deck with the Chariot is someone who is very forceful, focused on winning and just, driving over you, forcing you to do something. Somebody who is really, my way, I'm going to, I will win. There's some feeling here of somebody trying to overpower you, and you're guarding yourself, you're protecting yourself. You may have had to block somebody or say no. You may have had to say no. And I feel like what this may be is that the Chariot may also be you being very firm about saying no. I refuse. I am not believing this bullshit, or I don't want to see you, or it's a no. It's a no. And not only that, it's a peaceful no. The Two of Swords is the Lord of Peace restored, so you're not engaging in any drama here. You will not have it. And you're also not believing any bullshit. The Chariot could easily be you here with the Two of Swords and the Chariot. Sometimes the Chariot is somebody who is getting ready for battle. They are putting their guards up. They're being very firm about mind control. So what you may have figured out how to do is, for example, if this is somebody who has, this could be, it could be a sibling. There's somebody that this person is from your past. And there could be somebody trying to re-enter your life. This person has caused heartbreak and loss. This person has hurt you. Either they've broken your heart. So, it doesn't have to be a lover. Somebody has really, somebody wanted to really see you lose. And this person in the recent past, you've had to put your guards up and be very firm. You may have even said to someone, I just want peace, because the Two of Swords is Lord of Peace restored. So what you could be doing is disciplining your mind. If this is someone who is emotionally manipulative, they can't manipulate you anymore. They can't make you feel bad. You've got their number with this Sun here. Now, I can't wait to see what's happening in the very near future. So in the very near future, what do we have? What's coming up in the very near future, please? And thank you, Spirit. What's coming up in the very near future? For Aquarius, it's coming up in the very near future. Okay, it's right there. Wow, the Empress. I feel like that's you. By the way, you could be getting pregnant. So I just feel like this is you in the very near future. You are being abundant. I'm just seeing the word abundance. Your comfort is being restored here. So you could be, if you're running a business or something, you're back to your abundant energy. So notice how, and I do feel that it is very important. Remember the thing that the most that you can achieve from this situation, loss. And in other words, if you allow this person to come back into your life, remember that's in the challenge, some kind of reunion. Look at the Tower. It's only going to disrupt things. It's only going to lead to loss. There's nothing there. And over here is the Three of Pentacles, and in this deck, there's something that you're working on. There's two energies that you're combining here. It's, you could call it's fire and cardinal earth energy, Mars and Capricorn. So there's something that you're passionate about, and it's going to create pentacles for you. There's the passion, the new work project. You may even have a little plan in your hand there. Now, this is all making sense now. It's all making sense. In the very near future, you're financially abundant, and you have a comfortable home. You are back in your Empress energy, so you're able to come up with ideas. You're able to generate good ideas. and resources for yourself, you're in really top shape here. So, and I think the reason why we're getting the Empress is because there is a focus on earthly abundance here. This is actual abundance of, good feeling, abundance of physical things, material things, wealth, ideas. You're in beautiful generating mode here, Empress energy. By the way, the other thing is, if you were told in the past that you can't have a child, or you've had a couple of miscarriages, you are going to be able, you're pregnant in the near future. So if somebody, and notice how we have the Six of Cups and the Tower, that could be a miscarriage. Three of Swords sometimes is a miscarriage. And in the recent past, there may have been somebody who was telling you no when actually you can. So that's just for very few of you, okay? I feel like for most of you, this is generally about somebody who you need to keep shut out of your life, somebody who disrupted you, your financial abundance. They disrupted something. They caused damage. And I believe that this is somebody that you've known for at least 6 years, because the past is, this goes way back, all right? It goes way back. Now, this is wonderful. Let's keep going. So we're next going to look at sometimes I call this the tool position, but what is your power in this situation? What is your power or tools? What is your power? Okay, we got something right away. All right, we're going to have to clarify this. Your power, it looks like passion, drive, motivation. I'm noticing the fists. Do you see the two fists? Those are mudras. They are hand gestures that have very relevant meaning here for your power in this situation. And I believe it's called Just a Moment. So your power in this situation is related to that fist. It's called mushti, I believe. Yeah. What does it mean? Readiness to confront challenges, control and command, inner resolve and stability. So in other words, you're going to have to be very resolved here I feel like this is your Chariot energy. And what is I believe that it is to say no, or to just don't put up with any nonsense. Have the inner resolve to trust your inner vision. Okay. And that is your power. So you may actually have to release a little anger. Sometimes the Knight of Wands has to do with a release of anger, and it can be very healthy. But, I'm not encouraging you to do that. I feel I immediately looked at the fists when I saw this card coming out, and there are two fists here. Okay? So it may be about channeling whatever anger you have towards somebody, channel it toward this. Control it, mind control. What are you going to do? You're going to channel it into remaining calm and peaceful. If you can channel that energy in that direction, it's packs a punch. I am going to clarify this. What is your power in this situation, or what are the tools for Aquarius? So this Leo energy there. What is your power in this? Now this is loosey-goosey, so I will take this off. Yep, here it is. Four of Swords, silence, meditation, healing, but mostly silence. And that the Four of Swords is often a card of cutting somebody off, remaining silent, laying low, staying out of somebody's line of vision. It's also about expansion of the mind, meditation, and you may actually need a rest period. But I feel like what your power is in this situation, there is power in the silent treatment. It works a hell of a lot better if you really want to get a point across to someone. If they really let you down, just don't react at all. In fact, disappear. Don't, because some people get off on upsetting you. Some people, that's what they want to do. They want to get a reaction out of you, and maybe in the past, this is what happened. There's some kind of that could be a blow up in the past. Maybe somebody really likes to get you upset, but don't allow that to happen anymore. Silence, peace, withdrawal, laying low, staying out of somebody's line of vision is powerful here. Yeah, and I really feel here your power in this situation is this, these two cards here together. It has to do with, laying low, concealing. Sometimes the Four of Swords is someone who cannot be seen, someone who is hidden. And it can be silence as well. So I really think that your power in the situation is not to react to this person, have the inner resolve to remain silent. So, if this is a relationship that you want to heal, there is something about not reacting. About a period of silence and meditation, expanding your mind through meditation, rest and laying low it actually works for you here, okay? By the way, we've got 2 cards of Leo on the deck. We have 3 cards of Libra. Okay, we've got Cancer, Taurus. Actually, yeah, we've got 4 cards of Libra because the Empress can be Libra as well. So we also have several cards of Taurus, Scorpio. Okay, this is what I'm seeing that's heavily in this, and 1 card of Cancer. Okay, let's keep going. Now, this is going to be interesting because the next thing we're looking at are the outside influences. So this can sometimes be how people around you are affecting this situation or the impact of other people on you. What are the outside influences in this situation for Aquarius, please? And thank you. What is influencing this situation? What are outside influences? Okay, we have 1 card that just flew. Yeah, so Scorpio energy again. Now, see, I'm going to clarify this because I'm not sure how this should be read. Normally I don't get a good, this could be somebody proposing something or a message coming in, or I'm just trying to figure out how it should be read, and we're going to figure it out now. Moon, yeah, we're going to read it in the reverse. There are hidden enemies here who are trying to appear. There's going to be somebody who's going to be trying to approach you in a very, at the right time, in the right way. Everything's going to look like it's upright, but it is bloody not. There's danger, hidden enemies here, deception. There could be some kind of a proposal. Somebody may be sending you a message or inviting you to do something. This is definitely, and this could be somebody who is repeatedly manipulating you through your heart. Somebody who may have been playing games with your heart. Somebody appearing, to be loving, but they have nothing. There's no love. They are actually using your heart. There's a game that they've been playing with your kindness. Somebody may be literally pretending to be kind and giving, but they are not. There is huge deception. It could be envy and jealousy behind this. Very dark energy. This could be a male or a female. So with the Knight of Cups, by the way, there's Scorpio and with the Knight of Cups energy and with the Moon Pisces energy. So with the Knight of Cups being clarified by the Moon here, that means that we are going to read the Knight of Cups in the reverse. There is somebody that is coming across, they could be making love offers or just, offers of, that look inviting and, somebody reaching out to you. This could even be a soft-spoken person, but this person has very little regard for your feelings. They are playing a game with your feelings and your heart. This can be a schemer, a liar, somebody who spends some time figuring out, making up scenarios about how they're going to come across. Now, the Moon there is, I'm seeing it as somebody who's being very deceptive. There is a hidden enemy here, but I also feel that you're picking up on this, that your intuition, you just know that something is not as it appears. And what this person could be doing is, with the Moon here and the Knight of Cups, is what they could be doing is communicating with you for the purpose of making you feel fearful or anxious. They could be telling you that you have a mental issue or something. They may be making you feel like, because you're an intuitive person, that there's something wrong with you. This person is being very deceptive. They're the ones that need to check themselves into a mental institution, and I'm not kidding. There's somebody who is really cruel here with this Six of Pentacles, causing you a tower. The Three of Swords, this person has deeply hurt you somehow. They have hurt you deeply and caused loss here. Anyway, so now let's look at the hopes and fears. What is in the position of the hopes and fears, please? Okay. Yeah, look at this. So look at this. So I feel like this is you in the Queen of Wands situation. And I feel like this is part of the reason why you're being attacked. You may be fearful that you're going to blow up and get angry, but notice how there's anger about some kind of abuse of power here. And I don't blame you. Somebody here with this Hierophant energy, this could be a very conservative person who's actually, very right-wing. And I probably shouldn't say that, because what I mean by this is this could be somebody who doesn't believe in, in social assistance or welfare. They think that, everybody, the reason why people who don't have money it's because they're lazy or something like that. This person is very bigoted. This person is closed-minded. They have no intuition, no faith in God whatsoever. This is a very conformist. This person wants to dress normally. They want to be in the majority. They want to appear as if they're following the rules, but they probably do appear that way. They want to they're pompous, they're a snob. They only respect people because of their position or title. That's what this person is like. And I think what you're fearing is that you're going to blow up, and they're hoping that you will. That's why that's there. Don't. don't. It looks like you're not going to, you're looking the other way. So just remember that in the near future, Aquarius, you're going into your Empress energy. So just ignore this person. You may be fearing that this person is going to do damage to you. They will if you let them back in your life. They're going to try. I mean, you can, you'll heal from it, but why bother? Why deal with that nuisance? You don't need to go through this again. You don't need another tower again. This is pretty intense reading. I want to get one more clarification card for the outside influences. For the outside influences. Oh. Wow. Now this is a good one. There's a King of Pentacles here. Show me, what do we need to know about the King of Pentacles? What do we need to know about the King of Pentacles? The King of Wands. And by the way, underneath this, I see the Ace of Cups and Judgment. So I'm seeing some very good things coming in. There may be, these are two kings here. And it's associated with Judgment. So there may be, this King of Wands, somebody is going down. Somebody is going down. And one of those kings is somebody who's associated with the Ace of Cups. The other is associated with Judgment. In other words, there's a lot, this is going on around you. So I feel like there could be somebody in a position of power who is either coming in for you in a loving way, but somebody is on their way out and somebody else is on their way in. And notice how what we have is a King and a Queen of Wands here. So this could be a divine counterpart coming in for you. Okay? This is someone who's going to inspire you. Look at all these fists. I feel like this is somebody who has strength and inner resolve. And it's somebody that's much more interesting than the King of Pentacles. Okay. Now we're going to get the final outcome here. What is the final outcome for Aquarius? Okay, we're going to have to get more. So there's some witness here who's going to see a truth. It could be a message, but it's what is the final outcome for Aquarius? All right, I have to find out what just someone is what's going to happen. There's a witness to there could be somebody investigating this attack on you. Somebody's investigating and finding out a truth. There could be somebody telling on somebody here. Can we get a little more information about the final outcome? This is actually really good. We get a little more information. There's a witness here or an investigator. There's somebody wow, nice. Look at this. Look at the Ten of Cups. Oh, what's underneath it? Wow. Awesome. 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 So first of all, I feel like there's two outcomes here. First of all, somebody's getting exposed. Somebody's being investigated here. There is somebody who is collecting information on a motley crew here. So you may be actually called to give a statement about that person, or somebody may have witnessed what happened to you. And then there is some kind of major decision here. It's a person in a position of power that leads to your total happiness and emotional fulfillment. And by the way, this could be this person coming in here. Look at this could be somebody who's very wealthy. At a minimum, there is a decision being made as a result of something that has been witnessed or information that's been collected. And this decision leads to your total, utter emotional fulfillment. It couldn't be a better outcome. It could not be a better outcome. And just look at what's on the bottom of the deck, guys. You walking away from something. So I do feel like there is a very intense need to do a walk away from somebody. And I do think you're aware of who this is because they've hurt you and they've caused loss. And this person, they may appear to everyone else to be very kind and, oh, they really helped out, Aquarius. Yeah, right. You know what actually happened. You know, this could be somebody who makes very cruel, passive-aggressive comments or something. Like I always say, trust your feelings. If somebody consistently doesn't make you feel good, get rid of them. Just stop the communication completely and don't react. Let's see if we can get a final word of advice for Aquarius, please. Okay, well, something literally just flew right across. All right, what did I just say? Try to look at things more from a feeling level. What is your heart saying? If you look at life purely through logic, you will always get to a point where it seems to make no sense. True wisdom and understanding reside in the heart. Now, let me just further expand on what I was trying to say earlier. A lot of people refrain from cutting others off because they think to themselves, well, gee, that person, they're right though, because they made a criticism of me that's correct. They're factually correct. Who cares? Let me ask you this. If you feel that somebody is pointing out a weakness in you, and so you feel like, I feel bad, they're right, and what right do I have to cut them off because they're just, I just don't want to face the truth. You send me an email and tell me what they said to you, and I will send you an email back demonstrating how whatever point they were trying to make could be presented to you in a way that made you feel uplifted and inspired, no matter what they were saying. So, in other words, don't let the logical mind twist, say, well, I don't have a position, I don't have a leg to stand on because they're right. No, how did they make you feel? There's where the true wisdom and understanding reside, in the heart. What is your heart saying? Okay? Don't defer to the logic when it comes to this situation, because this person is very intelligent and they've got money as well, and they are set. They have absolutely no regard for your feelings, even though they've put on quite an act. Remember the Six of Pentacles. Everybody thinks they're being generous. Oh, look at everything that they gave to Aquarius. No, you know the truth. All right, thanks, Aquarius, for listening. Let me know if it resonated. Bye.